Hi, my name's Nathan. I'm the Youth Minister at St Mary's Church in Fetcham. Welcome to this video. This video is split into 3 parts. Firstly, a challenge. Secondly, a thought. And lastly, over to you. Okay, so the first part of this video is a challenge, and Esther, my wife, has prepared a challenge for me, which I don't know what it is, so thank you, Esther. Fabulous. Okay, here we go. Under the scrap paper, good. Okay, make a work of art / picture that is all edible. Be creative. Please ask your parents / guardians permission first. Smiley face. You have no time limit. Okay, so I've got to use something edible, which food. I mean, grass is edible, but I'll try and find some food. Be creative. Ask your parent and guardians permission first. Do I have to ask my parent permission?
I think it might be best, yeah.
Okay, I will do that. I'll ring my parents and then we should be good. Okay, I'm just thinking what I could do. Just thinking what I could use. Spaghetti is a good one. I think what I need to do is I'll have a little look in the kitchen and I'll have a little think. Okay, so I've just raided the kitchen and these are a few items which I think I could use, which I probably could eat. Some Doritos, some Wild Rocket, mayonnaise, old cream from youth nights, cherry tomatoes, barbecue sauce, and banana, which I think I've already mentioned. Okay, so here we go. I think I'm gonna do, well no, I won't say what I'm gonna do yet, but I'll let you try and guess while the video's going.
Nathan, what have you created? What's your work?
Well, some people may say, I'm just gonna get rid of this extra banana because that is definitely not part of it. I need a name for this thing. I'm gonna call this piece of art is called The Man of the Moment. And I think you can all understand why. There's a fly. Okay, well let's have a little look at it. Those eyes are like, look at his eyes. Oh no. I think it does it captures something. Do you think it captures something, Esther?
It does. I quite like him actually.
I think he is friendly, but he's just scared.
Yeah.
He's a friendly but very scared person.
Now, Nathan, I'm afraid the key part is that it was also all edible, so tuck in.
Obviously this is fine to eat because tomato and mayo. Exploded. Anyway, do send, if you would also like to try the challenge, if you would like to give it a go, it'd be great to see yours. Send us a picture. Maybe try and make it, I don't know, think outside the box, a bit creative. I did a face, which is maybe quite a common choice, but feel free to do anything. A scene, a winter wonderland, a spring scene, a scene from a movie.
An animal.
an animal. So there's a tiny fly that keeps...
I didn't necessarily expect you to eat it all in front of us, but...
Oh, sorry. I'm just enjoying it now. Okay, so one of the things that I've found helpful recently is Psalm 23. And you may know Psalm 23. It's a popular passage in the Bible. It's read at weddings. People get tattoos of it. It's in songs, artwork, it's on mugs, and it's on t-shirts. So, you know, it's very well known. And sometimes when you're over familiar with something, you tend to overlook it. And that's something that I think I've done recently with Psalm 23. But when I read it again, I was really encouraged by it, and God used it to speak to me. And so in this thought, I want to share a couple of things from Psalm 23 that I've found quite helpful. One of the things about Psalm 23 is there's lots to take from it. So you may find other things that encourage you from Psalm 23, but these are just a couple of things which I've personally found helpful. And the first verse is this: "The Lord is my shepherd, I have all that I need." So the image here is of God as a shepherd. And we may not initially think that a shepherd has got all that we need in life, but when we put ourselves into the sheep's perspective, we realise that maybe a shepherd does more than we think. So the shepherd cares and tends to his sheep, he guides and he herds them, he feeds and he provides for them, he protects them, and he knows them and they know him. And so when we think about God being like a shepherd, that's quite an amazing picture. God cares for us, he guides us, he provides for us, he protects us, he knows us, and we can know him. We can find all that we need in him. There's a story in the Bible which Jesus tells to help people understand God's role with us. And he uses the analysis of a shepherd and a sheep. Jesus says this: "If a man has 100 sheep and one of them wanders away, what will he do? Won't he leave the 99 others on the hills and go out to search for the one that is lost? And if he finds it, I tell you the truth, he will rejoice over it more than over the 99 that didn't wander away. In the same way, it is not my heavenly Father's will that even one of these little ones should perish." The thing about shepherds and their sheep is that sheep are precious to their shepherds. They would go to huge efforts to find a sheep that was lost. And in this story, it may seem a bit foolish that the shepherd would leave 99 to just find one. But it's a story that emphasises the individual love that God has for each one of us. And whether we walk away, get lost, or mess up, God still longs for a relationship with us. And through his grace and love, he calls out to us to find us and bring us back to him. And so I wanted to give us the opportunity today to reflect and listen to Psalm 23. And I encourage you, as you listen to Psalm 23, to be open to what God may be speaking to you about today. The Lord is my shepherd, I have all that I need. He lets me rest in green meadows, he leads me beside peaceful streams. He renews my strength, he guides me along right paths, bringing honour to his name. Even when I walk through the darkest valley, I will not be afraid, for you are close beside me. Your rod and your staff protect and comfort me. You prepare a feast for me in the presence of my enemies. You honour me by anointing my head with oil. My cup overflows with blessings. Surely your goodness and unfailing love will pursue me all the days of my life, and I will live in the house of the Lord forever.